Hello, everybody. Let's look at how organizations choose to organize themselves and how they convey that organization in an organizational chart. So, there are three different options that we're going to talk about now, among other types of options. But the ones that we're going to talk about are the first one is a functional structure, second one is a geographic structure, the third one is a product based structure. So, let's look at the first one, functional. So, functional organizational charts, what they do is they show that an organization has um, sort of cut up itself or separated itself based on different types of activities. So it looked at the organization and said, okay, if we're a restaurant, we have some people who are involved in operations. So they actually prepping the food, cooking the meals, serving the meals, cleaning up. That's operations. And then the organization says, we have another group of people that are involved in the finance and accounting. That's a very different function. And we're going to call that function finance. Another one said, we have the people that's keeping us on track legally, making sure that we do everything right, we guard ourselves against suits and so forth, and we in compliance. So that's a legal function. And then you have the marketing. Those are the people that are in charge of branding, marketing, customer relations, and so advertising. So that's another different type of activity or a different type of function. Then you have maintenance, quality assurance, and all of the other ones over here. All right, so each of those are different functional units. So an organization doesn't have to organize itself based on geography or geographic areas and regions that it serves. It doesn't have to base its structure on products that it serves. Instead, it could say, "Hey, let's base the way that we organize ourselves on functions." All right, so let's look at an example. What you're looking at is a hypothetical example of an organization that's based on the structure is based on three main activities that the organization engages in. One is finance, the other one is customer relations, and the third one is human resources. So those are the major category groups of activities that happen. And so there's a president, and then what he did is he put a person over each one of those three different functional areas. And then underneath for the first finance area, there are two people that report directly to this person. And if you look at the lines show that this person does not report to this person. Instead, both of them equally report to this person. Now, the president may have decided to call this person a CFO, Chief Finance Officer, or may have called them the Vice President of Finance, or maybe called them the Finance Director or Director of Finance. So your organization, you'll decide what these people's names are. But this is customer relations, and each of these people report directly to this person, and same with human resources. So that's an example of a functional. Here's another one over here. We have a marketing department right here, and then we have a market center right here. All right, and then we have administration center and customer service over there. So the organization has said these are the four major activities that we engage in. And then look over here. This is a person, and these are people, and these are people over here in gray. But green are not, they're not people. Instead, they're functional units. All right, so they consistently have all the people below this line broken down into functional units right here. And then up top is just people. All right, so we have market centers. So these three functional units report to this unit. These two functional units report to this unit, and these three report to that, and so forth. All right. Here's another example of an organization that segmented itself. It organized itself based on functional activity, accounting and finance. And so it may be that this is a person right here, such as the chief finance officer, um, and Sandra reports to that person, or what this particular company did is just broke down, and this is the name of the area, and the top person is Sandra, and then under sales, top person is Daniel and Megan. And so this company right here said we engage in three types of activities: accounting and finance, sales, and administration. So Megan, you're going to run administration, or you're going to report to the chief administration officer, and then you're going to have an administrative assistant report directly to you. And these people report directly to Daniel, and so forth. All right. So what you're looking at over here is five different functions, and then these are the people that report. So the way what the lines tell us is that Alfred reports to Don, and Don reports to Edward. Now there are no lines here, so that's a mistake. Make sure you don't make that mistake. because we can assume that George reports to Vincent, but for all we know, it may be that George reports directly to Stephen, and Vincent reports directly to Stephen. So this is ambiguous. So make sure that yours is not ambiguous by making sure that you convey your lines. All right. This is McDonald's, and McDonald's is a global organization. This type of departmental breakdown wouldn't really work for a new startup, but it just wanted to put it in there. So McDonald's wanted to put a company that we all know about, and then we can look at how that company is segmented right there, how it's organized right there. Now, let's look at a different type of geographic organizational structure right here. So what we have is we have a head office located somewhere, and then that head office runs operations in 4 different geographic areas. So the head office may be in Trinidad, and the first geographic area that it serves is the United States. And then over here, this might be Haiti, and this might be Asian countries, and this might be African countries. All right. And now there are 4 different functional units that come after the geographic segmentation or geographic organization. So geographic is the primary driver of how the company organizes, and then after geographic comes functional organization. All right, and then over here, these are 4 distinct units, and it's not real clear from the lines whether there's one HR department that services all of the 4 geographic areas, or if this HR department serves only geographic area number 2. And then over here, this has its own HR department, its own marketing department, its own research and development, and research and sales. So make sure that your chart is very clear in that way. Over here, we're looking at a large company that has operations in the United States and in Europe. So 2 different geographic regions. Make sure that yours shows 3 different geographic regions. And then if you look underneath of there, each one has 4 dedicated functional departments that report to each of these 2 right here. So we have accounting, marketing, operations, and HR that report directly to the vice president of U.S. operations, and the same for European operations. Okay, that's segmentation right there. Now, let's look at if an organization decides to organize itself primarily based on new product or based on product breakdowns. So over here we have a company that said, I'm not going to organize my company based off of function or geographic. Instead, what I'm going to do is base it off of product as its primary driver, and then secondary functional. And so if you look over here, health, beauty, food, administrative, and finance. So it has products right here, and then a different function over here, and then each of these is a sub-function. That's how this company is organized. Then over here, what we have is we're looking at a matrix structure where it's broken down by 4 product categories, and then each product category also has a functional unit that it reports to as well. So a matrix structure, this person F12, anybody who works in F12, they report to the VP or the director of product 1 as well as finance. All right. And so, for example, product 1 could be laptops, desktops, and tablets. Product 2 could be smartphones. Product 3 could be software. Product 4 could be, I don't know, some sort of online tutorial trainings that make you better at life. All right, so this is tablets, computers, desktops. This over here is smartphones, and this is software, and then this is some sort of personalized instructional training. And so over here, if I get a job and I work right here, I work in a division of desktops, computers, laptops, and I work for the finance boss as well, finance division as well. I have 2 bosses. So every unit in here has 2 bosses. If you're a beauty care company, then this right here could be, and if you provide hands on the head or hands on the face or nails type beauty, then right over here, this could be kids. This could be young children younger than the age of 12 or 13 or 14 or 10 or something like that. And this over here could be for adults, because servicing kids can be very different than when it comes to servicing adults. It could be that they both require 2 different value propositions. So you have kids, adults. And then over here could be retail products such as lotions, shampoos, skincare, nail care, eyelash, so forth. And then over here, this could be like online tutorials because they love you so much that they actually are willing to pay subscriptions for that. So those are four products. If you're a landscaper, this could be residential um, sales. This could be commercial sales. This could be retail products, insecticides, fertilizers, and this over here likewise could be like online tutorials or subscriptions, something like that. If you sell drones, this could be commercial, recreational drones. No, correct, recreational drones. And this could be drones that you sell like to police officer and bonds people. And this right here could be military grade drones that you serve only to the military. And then over here, this could be some sort of, I don't know, some sort of training or something else. I'm not sure what a fourth product would be. And then this, again, this is a matrix structure. You do not have to show a matrix structure. That's a choice. Matrix, Matrix. Okay? All right. And then this is going to be the final one. This one is kind of broken down into functions, but on the right-hand side is actually broken down by product. So you have two different product categories. For your charts, make sure you do not write product one, product two. Instead, write the specific name of the product category. And then each one has the same dedicated people, dedicated units that report to product one and product two, which are product manager, engineering, and marketing. Both of them report to product one, and this is the same for product two. And then over here we have finance, HR, and legal. Okay, I'm going to show you in a couple of seconds how to use PowerPoint or Word to create it. Basically, you hit insert, look for smart art, not word art, then look for hierarchy and then select. Make sure all of your units are connected through line. Every unit must be connected through a line. Make sure all your lines tell one singular story and that they're not ambiguous. They don't tell two different stories. Like, wait a minute, we can't tell if this is that or that. Each unit must report to one unit only unless you show a matrix structure where each unit reports to two units. Connecting lines show which people or which units report to which other people or which other units. All right, so let's go ahead and let's insert a slide just to show you how to do that. So from here, what you want to do is we're going to look for insert, and then we're going to look for smart art, and then we're going to select hierarchy. So insert, then we're going to go smart art, and then we're going to go down and do hierarchy. And then I recommend that you draw out your organizational chart. Sketch it out using pen and paper or pencil and paper first. It'll be a lot easier. Then make sure you put your cells first before you start typing in here CEO or something like that. All right, so click on and then make your drawing. Add as many shapes as you need to until your electronic drawing mimics your paper drawing, your sketch. If you need 4 people reporting to the CEO, and this right here could be executive assistant, maybe. Executive assistant, I'm gonna leave it right there. And then, so say that you need 4 people reporting to you. Then what you do is you highlight one of those cells and you click promote. All right, what if you need 5 people? Then you click promote again. Highlight a cell, click promote. So now you have 5 people reporting to you, and then you may want 2 people, so reporting to that person. And then look at the lines. It shows that these people report directly. So if you needed to have this person report to them, then click on demote. All right, so you see what happened? Now this person right here reports to that person, and that person reports to that. All right, so you can change the colors if you want. There's all types of things that you can do. So just play around with the buttons, and then once you highlight them, like say you want to move this person up, then you just click that button. You can move that person up, but you can't move them on this line unless you promote them. You get it? All right, and so you can go through and play around with all of the different buttons in here until you get what you like. All right, so yeah, so you'll come up with whatever you like. This one right here, you may want a picture of yourself. So you just click on the cell right there, and then you copy in your picture, and you'll be all good. How do I get out of the cancel? Okay, so let me go back. I'm just arrowing back. Make sure you save a lot because you could put a lot of work in there and then you could get lost and like, oh my God, I can't get back. So make sure you save every 2 minutes. And then even when you have something that's kind of halfway good, save it, then open it up as a new file and play around with that so that your old file is intact. And that'll save you a lot of heartache. Okay, that's about it, everybody. Have fun. I think this will be really great for you and just showing basically that you know how to organize a business based on 3 different areas, and that's very important. Okay, thank you. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.